Yo, what's up, ladies and gents? Listen, we are back again on lesson 3. As we continue, we're going to be diving into some real meat and potatoes of this, right? We're going to be talking about the laws that create credit repair, right? Now, again, pardon me if you see some typos, like I'm crunching this stuff out late night and making it happen for you. So just be diligent with me. Just give me the little space there. But let's just dive into it, right? So here's the thing. There are different levels to credit repair. There's the basic and then there's the advanced. But since this is a basic course, right, what we're going to do is talk about the basic credit repair. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what is basic credit repair? Basic credit repair is disputing with the credit agencies and the furnishers that report the information to the credit bureaus. So with systems like the FCRA and other laws, you have the right to dispute any item on your credit report. By doing so, the credit agencies have 30 days to investigate or verify if the information is accurate or if they have to remove the item. And they also have to mail you the results. Let's get into some of the rules, the laws that help make this credit repair possible. So the FCRA, we use a lot of acronyms because these things have some long names, right? So FCRA stands for Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? And this is the primary set of laws, right, that actually make credit repair possible, because you have rights underneath the FCRA. What are some of those rights? Again, this is a basic course, so I'm just giving you some of the basic information, right? You have the right to know what is on your credit report, and you must be notified what is being used against you, right? You have the right to dispute any incomplete or inaccurate information. Also, the credit agency must correct or delete the item in 30 days from your dispute. You also have the right to block and put a security freeze on your credit report. And that's fantastic, because when you put a security freeze or you block it, no one can just sort of go in there to see your information and put any inquiries and stuff like that on your credit report, right? You also have the FDCPA. So the FDCPA is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. This is the legislation that governs the debt collection agency. So collectors have to follow a set of laws to themselves. And this is the legislation that governs that, right? So they provide limitations on what a debt collector can do when collecting a certain debt, that you want to make sure that they're not doing unfair practices. Example, like they can't harass you, right? And they can't call you after certain hours. That's part of the FDCPA rules, right? Also allows you to place the burden of proof on the debt collector. So if you wanted to dispute or you wanted to prove the validity of the debt, that puts it on the collector to do so, right? And they must send a letter with basic information about the debt within 5 days of first contact. If you dispute a debt in writing or demand validation, the debt collector cannot call you until they prove that debt. How long can items remain on your credit report, right? Like, this is one that most people may want to know, and they vary depending on what the item is. So derogatory accounts, they last for 7 years, right? Inquiries, they last for 2 years from the date that it was first placed. You have unpaid tax liens, that's indefinitely, so you do not want to have that on there, right? Chapter 7 bankruptcy, that's 10 years from the date filed. Public records last on there 7 years, and closed or inactive accounts stays on there for 10 years. So this was just a simple breakdown of the governing laws, the rights, the things that allow us to be able to dispute, right? That allows us to create credit repair, and it also allows to regulate the debt collections industry. Next, as we jump into lesson 4, we're going to talk about the credit repair strategies, right? We want to break down all the different types of strategies, from literally disputing. Who are you going to dispute with first? Who would you dispute with secondly? Settlements, and we're going to get into more of those. All right, so let's jump right into the next episode.